coast. Forecast animation starting at 9 o'clock tonight shows that between 9 and about midnight, the storm will start to arrive with light to moderate rain in the north bay. But between midnight and 5 a.m., it's going to split around with shorter, heavier, more widespread rain and some downpours, which will, of course, will make for a messy and slow morning commute. Now, the storm will start to move out of the north bay by about 9 a.m. or so, but most of the day we won't see any movement of that storm out of the region until about midnight. Today, there is some light sprinkles on the button anybody that's going to move out of here, but really a dry afternoon is white as well. Moving on, taking a look at rainfall estimates. This system will produce anywhere from about a quarter of an inch of rain to a half inch for most of the area. That includes the East Bay Peninsula and the South Bay. Up in the North Bay, it will be a little bit wetter, with up to about 340 and 240. Overnight low temperatures under rain conditions in the early morning hours, mainly upper 40s to about 50 degrees. Highs tomorrow, generally upper 50s, and winds down to a 7-day forecast. The area we expect to mainly dry days on Thursday and Friday, although there'll be some rain with clouds, so we're not talking about one sunny day, but Friday. Rain is going on Saturday along the one storm, but today is a good day for the morning, for the light, New City, Sunday, and a warmer with a high temperature of 70 degrees. Wow, we can break that. And then it'll be mild and spring like again on Monday, and the next day next week. Good rock curdy throwing weather.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about it.
Yep, I'm feeling good about it too. All right. Barbenheimer is back. I'll look ahead to next month's Oscar showdown.
And the Celebrity Jeopardy final face-off, where the contestants are winners will have a chance to win. Let's get someone for you. Let's get someone magical.
Fully stocked. And all the parts to get your garage door fast. We only need high-quality parts. At Precision Garage Doors, we want all of our work, so you just open supermarket.
I got another question. What do you really call the wrong way?
How about 3 great reasons to call it? 1, it's easy. You can sign up with our e-sign program, or you can come here. 2, there is no upfront cost. We don't get paid unless you get paid. 3, the result. We help thousands of people get free time. I call the Law Brothers after the accident, and they buy you $1 million. From electrified hydrogen that go resistant to gas prices. There are lots of reasons to buy a Honda. Do you know that really? Honda is reliability. Everyone knows a Honda. This is going to be a good deal on a new Honda. Only like a Honda. The house, from right downstairs to the home. The American Honda, wait, the lights are going to be set, ready to fall, the doors, the monitors, a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all of the needs.
Hey, let's go somewhere fun with some weather. Let's go for a night on town. No, Ben. Let's go for a weekend away. Okay, let's go weekend. Okay. Let's go first.
AAA, remember to go. Good morning, I'm on Tuesday. This is happening on the morning. It's running in Virgo. Please don't want to actually on this phone system is flashing up. And here comes our next one.
Let's be standing on the street and all over the shop so we can have our dinner.
This is the sound of it. Reporter George Pinocchio from our sister station in Los Angeles has a look at some of the police categories. Oppenheimer. Filmmaker Christopher Nolan's historical drama about the development of the atomic bomb left a deep impression on Oscar-voters. Oppenheimer's 13 nominations include Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay, plus acting nods to Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, and Robert Downey Jr. nominees are American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Half Life, Four Things, and the Big Bang Theory. Joining Maker in the lead actor category, Bradley Cooper and Maestro, Coleman Domingo in Wrestling, Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers, and Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction. Lily Gladstone made Oscar's history as the first Native American Best Actress nominee for Killers of the Flower Moon. Let me start. I will want to say there must have been any for Hennessy Evans. Rounding out that category, Annette Bening for Naiad, Sandra Hüller in Anatomy of a Fall, Terry Mulligan, Maestro, and Emma Stone for Four Things. Film co-star Mark Ruffalo earned a supporting actor nod. He's in the category with his similar companion with Janet Jr. Plus, Shirley J. Brown for American Fiction, Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Ryan Gosling as Son in Fun. Samantha Ferrera also earned a Funny nomination for supporting actress. That category includes Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks, The Color Purple, Jodie Foster, Naiad, and Davine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. And we should all tip our hats to John Williams, who at 91 has received his 54th Oscar nomination. This one for his score for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. In Beverly Hills, George Palacio, ABC 7 News.
Don't miss the Oscars live Sunday, March 10th, right here on ABC 7. It all begins an hour earlier this year at 4 p.m. So take note of that. We'll be right back.
We could be in danger.
Get ready to go.
Time for the killer to make himself known. What a terrific finale this is going to be. All the murders in the building. Broadcast finale tonight.
No problem. It's fine, John. Roadman is the walk in the park.
This is Sun Road. Now get 1.9% to your financing tickets tonight. Or get a low $349 per month lease on road.
You may know Adam Schiff's work to protect the rule of law, or to build affordable housing, or write California's 18th Bill of Rights. But I know Adam through the Big Brother program. He's a brother who has sex. He stood by my side as I graduated from Yale, and I stood by his side when he married Eve, the love of his life. I'm a little biased, but take it from Adam's little brother. He'll make us all proud as California's citizens. I'm Adam Schiff, and I prove it died at the Smithsonian Museum of American History. Adam Schiff, NBC News.
Charles Osgood was 91. That's nightly news. For more from the events, tune in to NBC News and ABC News Now all weekend. I'm Lester Holt.
I posit that perhaps Pickle Maria prompted this ridiculous acquisition and promoting its new pickle despite a paucity of product for the post-pickle public.
Sample the evidence.
I knew my book when it was on not the same whiteboard. Katie Porter's whiteboard is one way to use.
Also seems willing top executives of banks, big pharma, even top administration officials.
Katie Porter, never taken corporate PAC money and never will. Thinking it's like the bank and congressional stockholders. And only Democrats will oppose the Porter Marxist unpolitical pet project. Katie Porter, focus on your channel. From lowering housing costs to fighting climate change. With Democrat Katie Porter.
I'm Katie Porter, and I approve this message.
For local news 24/7, stream NBC Bay Area now.
Fighting back against retail crimes, $10 million worth of goods recovered. The numbers from the PhD organized retail crime task force. afternoon. I'm Audrey Cicero. Welcome to Ambient Tv Radio News at 4:30. Our Ian Cole is talking to an investigator. He's going to have more eye-popping numbers in just a little bit. We're also talking other stories on this Tuesday, including 1 year later. We remember the mass shooting victims in Past Day. Also, we're looking to an update on the case against the shooter. Also, rescued after spending 15 hours on top of her car. The story behind this video out of Alameda County. And should they shut down the street to cars permanently? The discussion about San Pedro Square in San Jose, Marianne Fabro has all of the details for us. Let's go ahead and begin with new numbers from the CHP that suggest a statewide crackdown on retail theft is actually working. And you see that Area Ian Cole joins us now with what the numbers show and what retailers are saying about them again.
Yeah, and Audrey, officers say that this is the result of a lot of hard work from a lot of people, and while the CHP coordinates the task force, it does include departments from around California. So the graphic, this one right here, it was put out by the CHP today. It shows last year there were 320,000 pieces of merchandise that were recovered in nearly 550 investigations, 1,300 arrests were made, and more than $10 million in stolen goods were returned.
Absolutely progress. You know, as we look at the purpose behind the organized retail crime task force, is not only find the individuals committing the crimes, but also anybody involved in these, and that includes the people far up the chain.
And so many, as you said, stolen goods recovered. I'm wondering, what are their stores saying about this?
Yes, and for that I talked to the Grocers Association here in California. They represent everything from local shops to some large grocery chains. A spokesman says that they're always pushing for new solutions, and some that are being discussed at the Capitol include changing Prop 47, and that change will allow for longer prison sentences for nonviolent crimes. Another idea would stack multiple misdemeanor shoplifting charges into a single felony, again, leading to bigger consequences for theft. The Grocers Association says it's not just a problem at those high-end shops, but at...
Oh, yeah. They just changed their motto to Westport. Our forces haven't moved since 1862. Yeah. Westport. Our women own 80% of the world's tennis stars.
And then where are we going?
We want to. We could have spoke to them back in time. But hey, we should get together sometime. This is no fun.
I'd love to hear them.
I can't believe we finally found a couple that we both like. Don't get your hopes up about Courtney and Zach. I saw them move in. They don't have kids. Damn.
Well, it's good too.
Couples without kids hate couples with kids. Then he said blueberry. Wait, no. First night he said blueberry. These couples with kids are so boring.
People who would give it to Courtney and Zach.
These people keep telling me why. We don't want to out with kids. We got behind it. Here comes the little bag now.
Mom, aware about the quality of our lunches?
Are they not actually sitting here?
No. Would it kill you to slide a lettuce before you make the sandwich?
I don't know. Would it kill you if I put you in a burlap sack with a couple of bricks and threw you off the bridge?
I think we should go. What if we just don't mention the kids?
Interesting. So you want to laugh?
Don't lie. Just hide the truth until they're deeper in the relationship. You know, like you did when we were dating.
You thought I liked foreign films. Ooh, chocolate.
It was in English.
Felt foreign. But you're right. We just won't mention the kids. Let me do the talking.
Why?
Because your mouth gets all high when you're nervous.
It does? Is that why they're always calling me man when I order a drive-thru?
Who the hell gets nervous at a drive-thru?
It's a lot of pressure. People are waiting. They can't always hear you. Okay, fine. But put on speaker so I can hear.
Hello?
Hey, Zach, it's Katie.
Oh, hey, Katie. Courtney and I were just talking about you guys.
Us too. We figured why not call and make a plan to hang out.
How about dinner tomorrow night?
Oh, hey, Courtney. Works for us.
We found this great off-the-beaten-path Vietnamese place. You guys like pho?
So.
Perfect. See you guys tomorrow night.
Who's the man?
I am. Who's the woman?
Nice it. Little bitch is leaving you out. The kids are just gonna cut tomorrow night. Okay, round one for night. And we'll be on because no more disasters. What do you say disasters?
Last time we went to babysit, you guys played hide and seek with the handicap and gave up without telling us. You were just inside an old suitcase for 5 hours. We didn't give up. We just got a rush.
This is your last shot. If you can't face it responsible, then you can't go to the concert with your friends next week. Got it? Got it.
This dinner we're going to is important, so don't call unless it's really an emergency.
But you only call from the hospital and not just from the waiting room. Call once you're admitted and expect down the ones on duty back. Wait, but don't too late. I want to tell you what happened on my third bank attack. Let's be honest with the country. We tell every minute in real time. So yesterday I'm hearing breathing in expedition down there in Hong River on his bamboo raft.
That's so exciting. Go, go, go.
And then a snake fell down out of the tree. Right on the top of the wall, like nothing hiding around my siblings.
Alma told me she could only afford $1,000 a month in rent.
I feel excited and it's great because it's not fair because we have rights. And all the kids they need housing.
Avalon hopes the attention on the housing crisis farm workers face will bring change, and she's optimistic that a better future for the children is on the horizon. In Half Moon Bay, Amber Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And if you'd like more information on ALA, the nonprofit that helps farm workers in the Half Moon Bay area, you can head to our website, ktvu.com, and click on the web link section.
Now you can also download the KTV Fox local app for continuing coverage. Marking the 1 year since that tragedy. It's a free download for your smart TV.
United Airlines says it will not be ordering any of the next generation of Boeing 737.
The MAX 10 would be the largest model of the 737 series, but it has not been certified by the FAA yet. United Airlines CEO says he believes the earliest that plane might be available is 5 years from now, and says he's disappointed by recent, quote, manufacturing challenges. He says United will build its fleet without plans to include the MAX 10. 4 years ago, United planned to order as many as 100 of those jets. Shares of Netflix are up in after-hours trading after the company reported growth in membership and revenue that was higher than analysts expected.
Earlier today, Netflix announced a major deal with the WWE. The Bay Area-based streaming company will now stream the popular wrestling show Raw.
The 10-year partnership is valued at more than $5 billion. It also includes international broadcast rights for SmackDown, WrestleMania, and other programming. On Wall Street today, stocks closed mixed today as traders eye a growing number of corporate earnings reports. The Dow, coming off a record finish yesterday, closed down 96 points. The Nasdaq was up by 65 points, and the S&P finished the day up 14.
Well, Amazon is being fined out by French regulators for excessive surveillance of its workers, and the fine is upwards of $35 million. French Data Protection Authority says Amazon gave scanners to staff at a plant warehouse that recorded periods of inactivity and how quickly employees perform certain tasks. The agency says the scanner system could potentially require employees to justify every break or work interruption. Amazon, though, strongly disagrees and says it reserves the right to file an appeal. Union writers from magazines including Vogue and GQ were out on the picket line today. Time to now. Workers are holding a 24-hour strike, and they took it outside the media corporation's headquarters there in New York City today. Workers say the company has not been bargaining in good faith, and they're asking people not to click on articles on Time to Now magazine such as Allure, Glamour, and Vanity Fair. This walkout comes on the day that upset operations were announced, which course is a big day for entertainment websites.
Another round of freezing rain and ice is pummeling parts of the Midwest as they are still recovering from the deep freeze and snow the past couple of weeks. I'm Robert Ray in Chicago, and I'll have those details coming up.
And very weather, tracking those clouds moving in right now. Those clouds will bring some rain as we head into your Wednesday, especially for the Wednesday morning commute. But what about more rain chances as we head toward the weekend? We'll have the update coming up.
Lions, 49ers, Sunday at 3 on KTVU Fox 2. The Ford store, Morgan Hill, your number one electric vehicle Ford dealer in the South Bay. Just announced all Rockies now qualify for a $7,500 Ford lease rebate plus a low bottom-line sale price. Only at the Ford store, Morgan Hill.
You may not be able to tell from the outside, but cars are more complicated than ever on the inside. That's why you need to take your car to a place where the technicians really know what they're doing. At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. From simple brake jobs to complex transmissions. There's nothing the experts at AMCO haven't seen or fixed. That's why we know cars inside and out. Fix it fast, pay it slow. Easy payment plans available. AA to MCO.
Look, Mom, I got my phone. Yeah, you just help me pay stamps from our bank unless you want to spend a small fortune in fees.
No, thank you. Banking with us means more instant ATMs than the two largest U.S. banks combined.
Well, we can do union, but there is no BMO.
You can just call us BMO. And there is now. You know what else is convenient? Mobile banking and you can even track your gold and manage your money.
Get out of town.
But we just got here. When a bank helps you get and stay ahead, that's the BMO effect.
Color California is a free service from the state that's already helped millions of people like you get and pay for health insurance. With financial help to lower the cost of health coverage, you could get a quality health plan for less than $10 a month. Every plan covers preventive care, doctor visits, emergency care, and more. If you have questions, we're here to help every step of the way. Cover California, this way to health insurance. Enroll by January 31st at covertoday.com.
Not just any whiteboard. Katie Porter's whiteboard is one way she's
Often seen grilling top executives of banks, big pharma, even top administration officials.
Katie Porter, never taken corporate PAC money, never will. Leading the fight to ban congressional stock trading. And the only Democrat who opposed wasteful earmarks for fund politicians' pet projects. Katie Porter, focus on your challenges, from lowering housing costs to fighting climate change. Shake up the Senate with Democrat Katie Porter.
I'm Katie Porter, and I approve this message.
The Ford store, Morgan Hill, would like to thank you for making us the #1 retail volume Ford dealer in the entire Bay Area for another year. Drive home a new Bronco Sport for $31,188. Only at the Ford store, Morgan Hill. People across the Midwest woke up to ice-covered roads and sidewalks today.
Yeah, they did. The Arctic blast has lasted a series of brutal winter storms that hit large portions of the country. Fox Weather's Robert Ray has more now for us from a very chilly Chicago.
Downtown Chicago turning slippery overnight. An ice storm that pummeled the Central Plains is now moving east. Millions of Americans from Kansas through Massachusetts are bracing for a mix of freezing rain, ice, and snow. All this goes through Tuesday evening. It's crazy. It's very crazy. Here in the Windy City, the system is turning snow from recent winter storms into a slippery slide, creating dangerous road conditions and forcing dozens of flight disruptions at O'Hare International Airport.
Let's go somewhere magical. But first, let's get this fixed.
AAA, membership to go.
Welcome back. Heading over to our business and tech reporter, Scott Budman. He's working on a story today about AI and jobs. Hi, Scott.
Well, hey, Audrey. Yeah, if you think about it, a lot of people will tell you they're worried about AI because of the robots coming and just taking over the world. But really what people are worried about is AI and machines taking their jobs. Today, San Mateo County making a pretty big move, putting forth a resolution that says, hey, we know we have a lot of AI companies here, but we're going to make sure county jobs are preserved. So we'll tell you about the vote and how we talked to the supervisor about how they want to balance between telling AI companies, hey, come here, but also telling people they're not going to take the job.
How about those workers that are pretty relieved after hearing that? All right. Looking forward to your full story, Scott, at 5 o'clock?
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much. We are learning new details this afternoon about a Brentwood standoff that left 2 people dead. The Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office says they were called out for a welfare check at a home on East Sims Road yesterday. They say a man was barricaded inside a room and told officers he had shot and killed a woman and had multiple firearms with him. A gunshot was later heard from that bedroom. SWAT team entered. They did find the deceased woman and the man suffered from self-inflicted gunshot wounds. They later died at the hospital. And they are not releasing the names of the 2, and the investigation is ongoing. The frequent protests on the Contra County overpass are causing safety concerns now, and neighbors are calling for action. Highway 24 overpass in Lafayette has become a hotspot for demonstrators. You see right there. In fact, today, both pro-Israel and pro-Palestine demonstrators are out on the bridge. The neighbors say since the last presidential campaign, various protests have used this overpass, and they say the gatherings have caused numerous crashes and posed a safety risk for drivers. The city leaders say there's little they can do to stop them at this point because the overpass belongs to the state. House now confirms that posting banners on overpasses is against the law, but so far, nothing has been done.
Now, where is it? Where's the red line has to be crossed for something peacefully traffic to happen? Whether those were current protesters for getting the confrontations or something that actually fell off of the overpass onto the 20-foot roadway and injured or killed somebody.
The Lafayette City Council voted last night to organize a meeting with Caltrans and the CHP. Mayor says they're now in the process of setting all of that up. Council students breathing a sigh of relief this afternoon after a late night deal ended a planned 5-day strike actually lasted for just 1 day. The deal comes just before spring semester officially starts on some campuses. The union, which represents professors, lecturers, librarians, and other academic staff, reached a tentative agreement that includes a 5% pay hike retroactive to next July and another 5% raise set to take effect this summer. The agreement will raise the salary floor, increase parental leave, and extend the current contract to the end of June in 2025. The SU's chancellor is praising this agreement, saying it will enable PSU to fairly compensate faculty. Turning now to our climate in crisis, our Earth's atmosphere and oceans are changing as our planet.
Owners often need a complete bathroom remodel and ask about 12-month zero payment zero-interest financing. Schedule your consultation before Sunday to receive an additional 10% off. Just call 855-889-5833. That's 855-889-5833.
We never had anything like this. What? Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi that works all over the house. Look at your basement. The basement. Like the final serve on party, and you're like, oh, gone.
Dreams do come true. Get started with a 50-gig internet for $25 a month when you add mobile with no annual contract.
Maybe we'll even get married one day. I wonder what I'll be doing. Probably still living here with mom and dad.
Fast, reliable speeds right when you need them. That's Baltimore Wi-Fi on the Infinity and U network.
We're at a point right now in the United States where each week the equivalent to a classroom of high school students dies of overdose across the country. This is truly unprecedented.
These are completely fake pills, and a lot of young adults in America are getting these pills on social media.
You don't even know what is in the drugs that you're about to consume, even if it's your first time using it, it could be your last. That's the scary reality now.
All right, it is time to ring in the Lunar New Year with Disney. The Year of the Dragon celebration kicks off today at Disney California Adventure, and reporter David Gonzalez from our station in Los Angeles reports that.
Disney California Adventure is ringing in the Lunar New Year by paying tribute to Chinese, Vietnamese, and Korean traditions.
Oh, it's nice to see other cultures being incorporated into Disney and the park. And it's really exciting getting to see how they do it and dress it up.
Bright red gold decor throughout the park symbolize good luck, fortune, and happiness.
Red and gold is the most special and auspicious color for Asians. So during this time of the year, of course, we're all going to be wearing red and gold.
The Lunar New Year is being commemorated with Asian-inspired cuisine, and you can't forget about the Disney flag.
I think it's beautiful. I like this and all the if I show the back real quick, it has like a little text on it. That's pretty cool.
For the first time, Phelan Lee and her mom Min Lee from Disney and Pixar's Turn Red will be on hand to celebrate with park visitors.
They are amazing. I saw them just from a distance walking up, and I was like, they're flawless. They're just absolutely flawless.
Route 2 for Milan will lead the festivities as they celebrate the year of dragon.
Because he's small, tiny, but yet he's mighty, and he's able to, like, still overcome. And for me, like, I'm small, and I'm still able to overcome no matter what.
And of course, we had to make Christina's Lunar New Year wish of meeting Lucy come true.
Is there anything you want to say to Lucy that I got on the front of you?
I love you!
And that moment with Christina Garcia was probably my favorite moment of the day. Of course, we're only going to show you a little bit that's available here at Disney California Adventure, so we want to encourage you to take advantage of the saver passes, which will...
What he did also, in what his lawyers did, his argument was, at the same time that they were making this broad, absolute criminal immunity argument, they were saying, and they were saying that we need that broad criminal immunity because we have to fear political prosecutions. When one administration goes in and tries to prosecute the people in the last administration, the president of the last administration, he's saying we can't have that because we need to protect from political prosecution. But then they're saying at the same time, the exception is if the president is convicted by the Senate, you can nonetheless pardon him. Which is inconsistent with the transaction with the legally immunity.
Right. This is a political proceeding. The impeachment is a political proceeding. It's not a criminal proceeding. Mr. Conley, you're actually in the courtroom.
Can you just try to describe the argument and the exchange between one of Mr. Trump's lawyers and Judge Florence Pan, where you kind of laid out what you're describing as the difficulties of that argument?
Yeah, I mean, what he was doing was he was trying to pin him down and get a concession from him that he was arguing for an immunity so broad and so absolute that a president of the United States could send SEAL Team 6 up to the Capitol or wherever to assassinate a political rival and be immune from prosecution for that criminal act.
And he refusing to give that concession clearly. He was saying, yes, but, and the thought was, oh, but a president could still,
certainly a president that did that would be impeached and removed, and then could be prosecuted, because that's what the impeachment judgment clause I described earlier said. The problem with that is that means the president isn't absolutely immune. That was sort of the gotcha, the trap that Judge Pan was leading the lawyer into, and the lawyer realized he was being cornered and he kept trying to avoid falling into the trap by talking as fast as he could and talking about things other than that weren't responsive to her answer. And then there's also the tension involved between second position that the president shouldn't be prosecuted because he was fear of political prosecution, while at the same time saying, but the president can be prosecuted if the most political body in the United States, or in the United States government, which is the Congress of the United States, says so. And so basically, when she got done with him, his position looked nonsensical. It looked ridiculous. And that was only about 10 or 15 minutes into the argument. You knew which way the panel was going to come out at that point, because he didn't get any help from any of the other judges.
He is, like any defendant, entitled to a vigorous defense, right?
Yes.
So, and he is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, like any defendant. But, I mean, this is one of sort of the axioms of the American experience, that no one is above the law in the United States. No one.
I mean, it's fundamental, not just to American identity, but to American law. And that is who we say we are. And I'm sort of wondering, is there any part of you that worries, as an officer of the court,
if someone is making an argument that, that someone, this particular singular figure, can never be prosecuted or held to account in court for anything that he does. I just wondered if you thought about that.
Well, I do. I don't think it's an argument that should cause someone to lose their bar license, but I do think it's an argument that is very, very dangerous if it were ever taken too seriously. And here's why. It's not just that we are a nation of laws and not of individuals.
It's the fact that this is part and parcel of what an authoritarian leader wants to have. Authoritarian leaders,
if you talk to students of history and students of international political science, and what they will tell you is that, authoritarians are criminals. And one of the things that they see is the ability to do whatever they please and make the law whatever they want, and make it the law, make people of their choosing subject to the law, while nonetheless not being subject to the law themselves. This is not me backing you for Trump. I mean, Trump has been somebody who said, I think back in 2019 or 2018, Article 2 of the Constitution, the part of the Constitution that deals with the president, allows him to do whatever I want. He actually believes that, but that's because of sin. He believes that not because he's a legal scholar, but that's his essential nature.
Judge Conway, thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Clearly, many twists and turns to come in this Trump legal saga. That's it for our program tonight. If you want to find out what's coming up on the show, as you know, sign up for our newsletter at tbs.org/Amanpour. Thank you for watching, and goodbye from London.
Amanpour and Company is made possible by the Anderson Family Endowment, Jim Atwood and Leslie Williams, Candace King Weir, the Family Foundation of Layla and Mickey Strauss, Mark J. Bleshner, the Philman M. D'Agostino Foundation, Seton J. Melvin, Charles Rosenblum, Sue and Patricia Ewan, committed to bridging cultural differences in our communities, Barbara Hope Zuckerberg. Additional support provided by these funders and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
You're watching PBS.
What a trip on Finding Your Roots. Ed O'Neill
I always wanted to know, ever since I was a little kid.
and Sammy Hagar.
This is like trying to think about black holes and stuff.
A Civil War nurse disregards danger.
He probably watched a lot of men die.
He had great man.
Oh, yeah.
And a DNA shocker.
Sammy, genetically, you are not a Hagar.
Wait. Buried secrets on Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr. Tonight at 8. In 1930s Chile, Pedro Ramirez is a criminal. Cesar Suarez Fuentes is a cop. But they don't know a secret from the past links them together. Enemies, brothers, in love with the same woman. Hijos del Desierto. Season 1, Episode 4, Thursday night at 9:30.
Perhaps we can examine the creature before we take it to today.
An evidence of faith is a great help to Christ. All people streaming on Apple TV. Watch Season 4, Episode 4, Sunday night at 9.
Here's tonight's lineup on KQED, made possible by your support.
KQED thanks our members and community partners for their support.
I've been in labor military for about 5 years. It's a happy and joyous time. But I say parties every day. These cities, families at their most vulnerable times in their lives, whether it's a normal pregnancy or it's just a high-risk, so be there and have someone put their trust in you is great. The other one I just watched was I like getting to know the patient and just being present and being human, making a connection. There was one patient in particular. It was a very stressful, long day, and immigration told the doctor, don't actually here. He actually followed through with what he said, and I'm allowed to come with it. That was, I think, the day that really hit home, and I thought, well, I think I'm where I'm supposed to be.
UCSF Health, redefining hospital.
Wow, you look like all the little stuff. Like to die for. Now you won't miss a thing.
The Xfinity Techie Network, made for streaming.
provided by
Pediatric surgeon. Volunteer. Copiary items. Arrange and financial advisor. Tailors advice to help you live your life. Well planned.
These are people who are trying to change the world. Startups have this energy that energizes me. I'm thriving by helping others every day. People who know CBO.
Funding was also provided by the Freeman Foundation and by UCSU's Lynn Copeland Foundation, the daily solution for American neglected needs.
And now, ABC News.
Alright, I'm Christian Price.
Now, that last shooting was part of a discussion roundtable today in Sacramento, the first of a new series of roundtables addressing the very issue of gun violence. California Attorney General Rob Bonta met with community leaders and violence prevention experts. He says prevention work and early intervention work is hard to measure, but he is confident that the steps being taken to curb gun violence in California will save lives.
So while we take on the gun laws and politicians are talking on our progress, we will not be content. We will continue to do our work. We will continue to have each other's back. We will continue to hold ourselves to high standards to deliver and save more lives.
Fox says he'll be in court tomorrow making his case in support of California's decades-old Assault Weapons Control Act. You'll remember, last October, a federal judge ruled that the law violates the constitutional right to bear arms. An incredible rescue in Livermore today. A woman trapped in flood waters for 50 hours. Take a look at the moment Allegheny County fire crews and PHC officers reached the stranded woman. This is Del Val Road near the Del Val campground. Authorities say the woman tried to drive across the road last night around 7:30. Didn't hit a dead end. Stopped all night long until campers saw her and called 911 around 10 this morning.
This has been overnight. We have to say this. So at the time we arrived, we still had a significant amount of moving water.
We deemed it not safe enough to drive a high water vehicle across. So we made a request for a PHC helicopter.
The PHC helicopter crew was able to airlift the woman to dry land. She was immediately taken to the hospital and is said to be doing okay. Okay, the fight to keep the San Francisco grocery store open is not over. We told you yesterday that the Safeway, the Fillmore District, announced plans to delay its store closure until early 2025. Safeway says it agreed to sell the land at its Webster Street location to a developer for housing and retail stores. The closure, though, would leave the Fillmore neighborhood without a full-service grocery store. Community members and elected leaders helped us rally today to send a message that any new development needs to include a new grocery store.
So we have to make sure that the things that are pivotal to survival in community remain in community. So we will continue to fight together to make sure that not only we get that extension, but that we have something long-term in place to make sure that we do not become a food desert right here in Fillmore.
Supervisor Dean Preston also announced he is introducing a law that would require grocery stores to give 6 months notice and have meetings with the community to ensure that they don't lose their grocery store. Is the city getting safer? The San Francisco Mayor's Office and Police Department are counting new relief crime statistics. According to their numbers, the overall crime dropped last year, but in one category, the numbers are actually up. And these two areas, Israel and Ghana, in San Francisco with a look at this report.
Police report has the arrest of these two suspects. 27-year-old Mario Espinoza and 30-year-old Michael Ayala.
On January 19th, most units located the suspects in San Jose and they were arrested. They were later booked into the Santa Clara County Main Jail.
Police have not released the identity of the victim or a possible motive for the killing.
Today marks 1 year since a gunman opened fire at 2 Halfmoon Bay mushroom farms, killing 7 farm workers. And after joins us with how the community is remembering the victims and also healing from this tragedy. And there's a vigil happening about an hour from now to remember the people killed that day. And it's going to hear a healing in that small coastal community. Prosecutors say that it was January 23rd, 2023, when the gunman shot and killed 4 people at the farm where he worked. And was another farm a couple of miles away and killed 3 more people. That suspect, Sue Zhao, faced
A judge today in the San Mateo County courtroom on cameras were not allowed inside. Val, facing 7 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder, he pleaded not guilty. His arraignment has been continued to next month.
I made the decision that we needed to take another road to try and move this case along, and that was to use the criminal grand jury in San Mateo County. The attorneys requested months in order to review the transcripts of the grand jury proceedings. That was fair, and then we hoped at that point to be able to get a jury trial date set.
At the same time, people are reaching out to try to help kids cope with the tragedy. We spoke with Dr. Ryan Matlow, a child psychologist with Stanford's Health.
What we really want to do is support the folks that are on the ground and these student organizations that are day-to-day working with the farm worker families, the farm worker community, in their daily life. But we're really looking to support them, to help them build their capacity and resources for both identifying and addressing the needs of the farm worker communities that they serve.
Again, in less than an hour, community groups are going to honor the shooting victims during a memorial in Ashland Bay. We have reported that news, but we have more on that coming up at 6 o'clock.
Faculty striking Towson campuses is now over.
Union reached a tentative deal ending a planned 5-day strike after just 1 day. Teachers and staff returned to the classroom today as soon as the Cal State State told us they're happy to be back on campus.
I'm very supportive of the profession because I think that all teachers and all professors in the state of California do deserve a higher wage for what they do. That's good, because I know that the teachers work really hard. So,
I can make a decision that, and hopefully they'll be more motivated to do so.
And here's what's included in that tentative agreement, a retroactive salary bump.
An increase to the salary floor, bumping it up to $3,000, 4 additional weeks of rental leave, and more protection for faculty and students.
We are just 5 days away from the NFC Championship game. The Niners are hosting the Detroit Lions and Levi's with a trip to the Super Bowl at stake. Vern Glenn shares more on a key player who helped the Niners get to this point.
I know what the folks are thinking right now, and you're right. Rich can post up with anybody. Look what the 49ers are posting up on the Detroit Lions coming in. It was the 49ers, they can thank receiver Juwan Jennings for helping them get back to the NFC Championship. Jennings, in place of injured Deebo Samuel, was clutch against the Packers last Saturday. He was the Niners' leading receiver with 61 yards. Bird and Juwan, looking at it again. He's got 10 goals Sunday. And after last season's conference title loss, Jennings has been ready for this moment since training camp.
Well, you don't watch it away. It's always there in the back of your mind, but you use that as fuel. So we come back ready, for next year, and we'll get back to the NFC Championship. We're gonna be ready to dominate.
There was one play on Saturday he'd like to have back. Played running back over the second half of Buck starting for the play. A play he later found out was not supposed to happen.
I turn around, I see Juwan on the ball, like, what play?
Oh my goodness, you would line up and you would see it. It was amazing you would have broken back when you know it's done all the way. So it didn't happen. So I could have been able to watch the right out here. But that's still not the way.
Or not the exception, but I did it on Burgundy. I understand. You stay class in San Diego.
I'm on Burgundy?
Number 2.
Good thinking. Is there one that you're leaning for?
I don't know. Is there one you're leaning for?
Well, I was thinking soccer camp.
The soccer camp it is.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
You're back for your mother. It's my way of telling her we're going to Italy.
All right,
shut you out, Pop, being a good husband, taking your wife on a trip.
Oh, I'm a great yeah. But we ain't going nowhere. I'm getting my massage.
Wait, say what?
She sees that I put what she wants above what I want. She'll feel way too guilty to accept the and tell me to get my massage check.
It's like that saying, guilty wife, happy life.
Who's that for?
This is for you. It's my way of telling you that we are going to Italy. The real, not the little one down. But I'm lying to you. You and I are going to roam around Rome and get it all in the Both of you need to stop, okay? Especially you, man.
You know what? This is so sweet of you, but I promise what to do.
What? Whatever would you say such a thing?
We went to Italy the whole time. I'm so guilty because you gave up what you wanted from me. I want you to take that money and you get yourself that massage chair.
Massage chair? What? Oh, that stuff.
Well, Pop, I hope you're happy with yourself.
I am. Because the good bastard is responsible.
You got that right, Bob. And we'll get there. We're having a time for you.
But then South Carolina governor Nikki Haley has been drumming up every possible vote in an independently minded state, and many voters found the message appealing.
She just adds a very optimistic energy to the room, and that's who we want to lead our country.
Just some stability and normalcy after party, I think is so important. Even in the Brandon state, nothing is set in stone. Haley has said regardless of the outcome, she's looking to push through to next month's contest in her home state of South Carolina.
What I've always had in my mind is I want to be stronger than Iowa. And then South Carolina wants to be stronger. Let's see what that looks like.
I don't care so bad. Let her do whatever she wants. It doesn't matter.
CBS's exit polls show New Hampshire primary voters are more moderate and independent than Iowa caucus goers, with about 1 in 5 making up their mind in just the last few days.
And so we will see ultimately what happens. The last poll here in the Granite State closed about 15 minutes ago.
On the Democratic side, we'll be watching the numbers roll in as the Biden campaign has pushed out this right-wing effort because the president isn't on the ballot here because of party rules putting South Carolina first. New Hampshire did not comply with that, so whoever wins on the Democratic side will ultimately just be a winner in name only. We're here in New Hampshire with the latest. I'm Skyler Henry, guys, back to you.
All right, Skyler, thank you very much. Well, back here in home, there's been a lot of attention on crime in San Francisco recently, and today the mayor's office released new numbers saying the city is making progress in improving public safety. The mayor's office says in the first month of 2024, property crime was down 41% from this time last year. The office also says violent crime fell by 23%. They credit expanded law enforcement, investments in police staffing, and cracking down on drug crime. Last year, there were more than 49,000 crimes reported in the city. Well, other news from around the Bay Area, San Francisco District Attorney Brooke Jenkins has announced 2 convictions in connection to a 2019 fentanyl poisoning murder. 52-year-old Gerald Rowe and 41-year-old Angel Anderson have been convicted of poisoning the victim with fentanyl inside of Rowe's San Francisco apartment. Prosecutors say the men put the body inside of a suitcase and tossed it into the bay. It was found near Pier 39 back in February 2019. But police have arrested a 17-year-old for allegedly shooting 2 people at the Pittsburgh Bus Station. That shooting happened Friday afternoon. 2 people were hurt. Police say the suspects defended this morning in Walnut Creek. Police say they don't believe the shooting was random, but they have not released a motive. And now we're nearly to the end of January, but if your holiday decorations are still up, don't worry, you're not alone. Take a look inside the lobby of the Santa Clara Police Department. Officers say they were getting a lot of heat for still having their tree up, so they had no choice but to decorate it for Valentine's Day. It's a great idea.
You know, we don't know what people are going through when they walk into a police department and be apprehensive. It's going to be, you know, have a little anxiety coming in. So I think maybe that I don't know if there's something that we could do to give a Valentine's Day. It's something that when you walk in, it sparks joy.
The department said in a social media post earlier that even trees deserve a special chance at love.
Okay, what can you do right now? Okay, if I'm so manipulative, then why do I always ask you for your opinion?
I honestly don't know. But think about it. You know, whether it's what's for dinner or Grover summer camp, you ask me what I want, and then you pick whatever you wanted all along.
You're being ridiculous.
Well, maybe I am, but you know what? I like to move head. And since you care so much about my opinion, okay, stay. Look at that. It's our Italian.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Get on up in there. Don't be shy. Ooh, let's see if we can take it up a level with,
Hey, you still in that thing?
Hell yeah. Only downside is I'm vibrating so hard I see 2 of you.
I can't believe you okay fooling Mom like this. What kind of a husband does that?
Well, it's his way.
Not every man cares enough to treat his wife as to be happy.
Okay, well, I will see you guys later.
Hey, where you going?
Well, I'm gonna pop over to see Gemma, then head to the market. I am making you a special dinner tonight.
What's the occasion?
You are. You know, you've given up your massage chairs just to make me happy. Just reminded me of how lucky I am to have a husband like you.
Wow, Pop. Look how selfless Mom is being. She must have learned after you. How you feel now?
Careful. Give her a massage there. You get second dinner. My wife loves you.
Why does everything happen to me?
Hey, girl. I just got down. Why is there a crown on your wall? They insisted on putting it up. If there was anyone next to it, I'd put his head up there. Well, if you hate it so much, then tell him to take it down. I did, and he accused me of being manipulative. Oh, wow. So he figured it out. Figured what out? So you manipulate him sometimes. I did not.
It's okay, Jill. All her wives do is try to let her husband think they're in charge. You know what they say? Easy wife, happy life.
Ridiculous. No, it's not.
In fact, I am manipulating Calvin right now.
You are?
Yeah. He thought it was good when I was probably fun, but I'll cry.